Hello, my favorite people out there, soul people, my soul clients out there, empaths, highly sensitive people, earth angels, starseeds, chosen ones of God. You are faithful, loyal, kind-hearted, big-hearted people, easily caring, open, trusting, empathetic, things like that. And this video can resonate with you as a narcissistic abuse survivor since childhood, like I have been as well. And you're dealing with narcissistic authority figures, because here in Finland, I'm Finnish in Finland, so here in my country it seems to be a serious epidemic that this is going around. And so, because you are a powerful being, powerful, kind, spiritual being, you are sensitive, you are a light in this world, so they love to attack you, they love to put you down, and you have been a target, a victim of this, likely from your narcissistic parents as a child, narcissistic toxic family members. You have been treated as a family scapegoat, as the black sheep of the family, as an outcast. You've been bullied at school, you've always felt like you were very different from others, and it's been a lot of work and a lot of trauma experiences for you. And you can still be having trauma reactions if you are treated in a bad way, if people are being mean to you, which is completely natural to react that way. And so, because I don't know officially about other countries, I have not investigated this that much, and I have not officially lived in other countries, so I don't know what the situation is elsewhere. I'm sure that this is happening all around the world, and personally, you know, because I'm a vessel and I'm here to help, so I need to be addressing these issues. And what's coming to me today very strongly is, you know, regarding this issue, that if you're going through this, for example, you have an upcoming court case regarding this issue with narcissistic people, narcissistic authority figures, then you are not alone, and this video is to help you. Because again, you can have many physical symptoms as well. Like, for example, Gabor Mate has talked about these health issues like autoimmune disease that I've also been mentioning lately. You can have many sorts of symptoms because of this abuse, because of all the stress that has been happening to your body, to your mind. Our minds and bodies are always connected, so we have to remember to take care of them. We have to protect our peace, our mental health. Protecting your peace is the same thing as protecting your mental health and physical health as well, because you are the whole package. So always keep that in mind. And of course, you know, these symptoms can vary, and your days can vary when you are on the healing path, depending on the situation. Of course, I can only better help you if you apply to work with me one-on-one. We have a one-on-one call, and if you're interested in joining my coaching program for 3 or 6 or 9 months, then I will of course be more able to help you regarding your unique situation, because, you know, there can be many aspects, many factors. For example, for me personally, I have encountered so many toxic people who have been very evil, and they have been projecting their own darkness onto me, which I was left alone to deal with and handle and understand. So I've had to do a lot of work. And so we always need to keep in mind when we're dealing with these sorts of toxic people, that literally this is just what it is about, that they are projecting their own darkness onto us without asking. They do not ask if this is okay that I abuse you, that I yell at you, that I'm threatening you in any way. Is this okay that I'm being invasive, that I'm dismissing you and your needs, your feelings, your emotions, your rights? I'm not even treating you as a human being with human rights. And I'm exaggerating something that you said or did in order to get you down, in order to win in court, for example. And of course, this is difficult because usually the court does not address emotional abuse. So this is really my conclusion, that, you know, if you need to defend yourself in court against these sorts of people, then I think it's important that you bring out the power struggle, that you have tried to cooperate with these people if they claim that you did not, because that's what they can claim, is that you don't even cooperate with them, that you are somehow violent and threatening, things like that. They claim that you are the unstable, the crazy one, very reactive, impulsive, defensive, things like that. So it's important, I think, is that you just bring out calmly, in a calm manner, that this is really about a power struggle situation. And I've also been talking about this topic lately in my videos, so check those out as well if you need more help with this. And of course, a good lawyer is important. Personally, I've had to do too much work on myself without nobody, you know, paying me anything, when I've had to be looking into this whole thing and, you know, what to do and how to think about it and, you know, etc., because I did not get that from my lawyers. I've had to be dealing with such an issue that I have had to be hiring many lawyers. So this is, of course, a very difficult situation overall if you have to jump from one person to another. So it's very draining in itself if you have to jump from one lawyer to another year after year after year after year when you're battling against these sorts of people who have created this conflict, this chaos situation, this power struggle with you in the same way as your narcissistic parents, family members, fake friends, whoever it is who has been against you. It can be your narcissistic boss, it can be your narcissistic co-workers, I don't care who it is, it can be anyone, your school bullies, you know, and of course this treatment from these authorities triggers your past trauma, your old childhood trauma, and again, it is no wonder if that happens. So in those moments, you have to be there for yourself. So, of course, pray. Give this issue to God. Pray as often as possible. You know, your relationship with God is so important in this situation. And if you have not fully surrendered to Jesus and to God before, now is the time seriously to do that, because it's ultimately the only way to go, because this is a part of the spiritual warfare, that you have to be the God's warrior who you are, the peaceful warrior who, you know, we are those people, because we are put in these horrible situations with emotional abuse, physical abuse even. And, you know, usually we're left alone dealing with these things, because we're not supposed to be walking alone, feeling alone, feeling like we are just isolated, neglected, you know, abandoned. That's not how God is intending us to live. We are His children. And so that is why we have to let our amazing divine Father take care of us. take care of us in these situations. Because seriously, I'm saying this from deep, deep, deep experience. It's the only way to go. Of course, be cultivating common sense and self-belief, self-trust. Yes, of course, you gotta do what you gotta do, but, at the same time, faith is so important. Because, this can be regarding your children, this can be regarding serious matters when we're dealing with authority figures. And it's crazy when they are supposed to be helping us, not destroying us. But when they are destroying us, we have to take a stand, have even more faith, even if it feels scary, horrible, whatever. Have faith, even if. Don't think what if, think even if. Even if this happens, I have faith in myself, in God, in my children. I have faith that things are working out. Because, these narcissistic people, they want to create that power struggle situation, and they then claim that you are the problem. That's what they do. That's how they think, that's how they operate. They want all the power and control. They want to act like they are right, like you are in the wrong. And that is why in the court you gotta bring out the facts and just be the stable person, be the calm person who you are. And, it helps you, the more you can just stay calm in these situations and just bring out the facts that, this is how it is, this is the truth, this is where I stand, I have got nothing to hide. Because in the end, they will always end up overplaying their hand, and they will always be digging their own hole and grave, and they will fall flat on their faces, whether they realize it now or not. And God will revenge. God takes care of us. We are His children. God sees everything. So they will not get away with what they have done to you, to your family, to your life. God sees the heaviness of the situation. We're not alone. We're guided. We are protected. We're supported. But of course, at the same time, of course, support yourself as much as possible. Because you cannot deny who you are. You cannot run away from who you are. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to be authentically you and speaking your truth. Whether people approve of that or not, it's not up to them. God has created us the way we are. And we have to be brave and bold, courageous, righteous. We have to speak our truth. We are the truth speakers. We are the healers. We are the light bringers. We are the peacemakers. So that is where we have to be, and not get provoked by these narcissistic people, no matter what they try to do. So here on my channel, I bring out these narcissistic people wherever I have been encountering them. So do, of course, check out my other videos as well. If you're interested in this topic, I've spoken in Finnish and in English about this whenever I'm encountering narcissists. I am called by God to bring out these issues, these people. I'm calling out the abuse wherever I can to help my people who are actually kind, honest, truthful people who would never treat anyone this way. And so that is why I've been creating this YouTube channel and my work as well. And it is, of course, so infuriating that, these people who misuse their power, they abuse power when they should do good things, they do bad things. Like in the government here too, as well as in the USA, with the Epstein files and everything, going on. Negative news, war, crazy things happening. So again, of course, it feels like the world is in chaos, and of course that makes it even harder for us sensitive, intuitive, kind people to be able to actually calm down, to be able to actually live our lives and deal with our own issues at the same time as well. So, yeah. So I think we need more slack, we need more mercy, we need compassion, we need empathy, even more so for these reasons. And, if you are battling this spiritual warfare, a court case with narcissistic people coming at you from all corners of the world, basically, from left and right, you cannot catch a freaking break. You're dealing with a narcissistic authority figure or many of those. And this court case situation, it's so easy to panic, too easy to panic and blame yourself and doubt yourself again. And that is, of course, what God has not meant us to feel. Fear and insecurity, those negative feelings, they don't come from God. And they are not supposed to be in us. And of course, also pray that you would find a good lawyer if you don't have a good enough lawyer, because, it really helps if you can find a good one. It really seems that many lawyers do not know how to handle these sorts of cases when we're dealing with narcissistic people. And like I said, the court or the police or authorities usually don't seem to be addressing emotional abuse, and it seems like it's sort of a taboo, and let alone if you're dealing with narcissistic authority figures, then it seems like they can just hide behind their mask and nobody's doing anything about it, and they can just walk free, without consequences. This is seriously, at least here, what it seems like. So this, of course, makes it even more difficult for innocent victims who have not done anything wrong, but then they are lied about and smear campaigned behind their backs and, claimed that they are mentally ill when they have not done anything wrong. They have just been themselves and speaking their truth and setting their healthy boundaries and, things like that, which are completely normal. But because these narcissistic people will always turn these things against us, that is what creates the real problem, the real issue. So you've got nothing left, but you have to stay calm and, just remind yourself of who you are and, how the situation really is. Because it always helps, like I've been saying, it always helps the more you can detach and call back your power, call back your soul fragments, supporting your peace and your health, and reminding of what is true. Because apparently these people can gang up on you because you are so powerful that they don't have a choice. So it's like a conspiracy that they have to plot against us in order to try to get us down, in order to get what they want. And for what? For nothing, seriously. It's all a waste of time and energy. So, In this moment, I invite you to take a deep breath, in and out, give it to God, say, God, fight my battles, I give this battle to you, God, I cannot handle this alone, help me and my family be safe, help me be safe, help me be healthy and happy and holy, in your guard, under your guard, your protection. I put on the armor of God over me, my family, my life, my home. We shall have peace. We shall feel peaceful and safe and worthy of happiness. So of course, an ideal lawyer would understand and know about these things and would be able to communicate with you openly and honestly and actually be a righteous person, who is able to defend you in this situation. So the last thing you need and deserve is a toxic, narcissistic lawyer who would only be making you feel worse, more panic, more fear, etc. So of course you don't want to engage in such people if you encounter any, and you just need to find a good lawyer who would actually listen to you and to your case and who actually at least has some knowledge. But yeah, like I said, I do give you the advice that it's important that you pray about these things, that you don't feel alone, you don't carry this issue by yourself. Of course, I can help you one-on-one, like I said. Also, my self-help book can help you if you're feeling very isolated, alone, bullied, abused, that you are really at the end of your rope, feeling very depressed and alone. My book will, in a simple manner, give you simple guidance and tools to your everyday life, how you can support yourself in normal, natural ways, to be healing, be recovering, be moving on, to be more empowered. Because again, you are not the problem when you have tried everything. You have done everything that you could. You are not the issue. They are coming against you, and they have been recruiting people. So it's like a conspiracy against you. But literally, I think that is what it is. It can feel like a curse if these people are following you around, and all you can do is start setting your boundaries, raising your healthy standards again, reminding yourself of who you are, that you're not going crazy, you are not the crazy one, you are doing what is right, you're doing what is best for you and what matters. And like I said last time in my video, just be gathering all the documents, all the evidence, proof that is proving your point, that you are speaking the truth, because you can't fake those. What is the truth is coming out. The truth is not lies, it is truth. Your trauma, your truth do not disappear just because the narcissist says that it doesn't exist, just because the narcissist tries to claim that their claims about you are the truth. They don't make it the truth. You are entitled to your normal feelings and reactions and human rights, emotions, self-expression. Because I don't know how it is elsewhere in other countries, like I said, but at least here, they defend themselves by repeating what they already said. So if you're trying to reason with them with logic, Set your boundaries, speak your truth, say that this is not okay how I was treated. This is not the reality of the situation. This is not the truth of the matter. But they will still be saying, oh, I have the right to do this. I have the right. This is what it looks like to me, what happened. We do this like this. They throw around sentences like that, which again is gaslighting and manipulation and brainwashing to the victim. Because they will not validate the victim's state. They will not validate your sensitive feelings, your experience, apparently. When they are being this sort of people, they will be mean to you. They will be walking all over you, energetically, mentally, in whatever possible. They will be claiming and arguing that their perception of you and of the whole situation is the only truth. So this is the root of the situation that I have been addressing in my videos. If you check out my short videos and longer videos, I have been doing my best to bring out these issues. Because this, again, can trigger your panic attacks and, of course, your trauma when you have been influenced by this sort of a power struggle since childhood, when people have been coming at you, wanting to silence you, wanting you to be the doormat, the punching bag, the dumping ground, that they can just say whatever to you, they can treat you in any way, and you don't have any rights. You cannot defend yourself. You cannot say anything, that you're just supposed to be just conforming and allowing that abuse to happen. So again, this is a serious matter, and my wish is that people would really wake up and start to do better, because how you treat others really matters.